guys? Welcome to the show. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And this is a good... After 3 weeks!
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. But it's been productive. I mean, we've been busy.
Yeah, we've been busy.
It's not like we're freaking home doing nothing.
You guys have stuff to watch. We put stuff out there,
Yeah.
and there's some other stuff I was gonna release, but the audio was too bad on it. I couldn't do it. So.
Yeah. But we put out the Eva Marie video.
Because have you not seen Eva Marie? It was like, I will watch her silent. Oh my God, do you follow on Instagram? Jesus Christ.
You could have at least put like
subtitles. Actually, YouTube does have subtitles on it.
You should have done that.
No,
All right.
You have to just hit it. It does English automatically.
Okay, well, for the Eva Marie interview, please push
the subtitle button.
Push the subtitle button.
If not, just listen to her silent, because that's what I do.
All right, so for the last 2 weeks, Frozen 2 has reigned supreme.
Right. I have not seen Frozen 2.
I have not seen Frozen 1.
Well, I mean, you missed out on a phenomenon.
Yeah.
My kids are now old enough to where they didn't really care when Frozen 2 came out, so I have not had to deal with the songs.
Let it go.
I let it go.
I let it go. I never picked it up in the first place. All right, so week 2, 34 million. No chance of anybody beating this freaking thing. I swear.
It was expected to make a lot of money when it came out.
Yeah,
anyway.
right now it's on pace for $1 billion already.
Oh, yeah.
919 worldwide.
So we're getting the sequel.
Frozen 3.
No, well, I was gonna say that they also did, like, when people were like, "Well, when are you gonna do a Frozen 2?" They did that whole little mini movie that they showed before, like another Disney film.
Yeah, the short.
Yeah, with the Snoogies or Snoop, where it was basically like she was sick and she kept sneezing out snowballs that kept coming to life, and I was like, this is snot balls, is what it was. So we're gonna get a sequel to that in the meantime before we get Frozen 3. Just remember I said that.
So number 2 was Knives Out.
It is Clue. It definitely is Clue.
Clue out. No, Knives Out 14 million. Not bad. Not bad. Ryan Johnson made up for Last Jedi with this one because it really was a good movie.
Yeah.
Great whodunit.
I
Great
wonder
cast.
how much they have to make on this, because it has a big cast. And you
Yes,
figure,
it
like,
has a great cast.
The budget on this has got to be pretty high. So I wonder how much they need to make to be profitable.
Well, I don't think it's that much.
Okay.
I don't think it's that much because it's a comedy or
You think Chris Evans
mystery comedy.
You think Chris Evans is still like, I'll still take the same amount of money that Marvel?
Cat, baby.
I mean, because he was already complaining that Marvel was underpaying him. So
That's very true. That's very true. But it's great whodunit. If you have not seen Knives Out, check it out. I think Ryan Johnson makes up for Last Jedi with that one. We'll just see what he does with
Last Jedi. So I mean, he didn't have nothing to make up
man, whatever. All right, number 3, Ford versus Ferrari. 6.5.
I did see this movie. It was a really good movie.
Is it good? Tell me about it.
It's a really good movie. Just too damn long. It's just too damn long. That movie, I was like,
2.5 hours.
It's 3 hours.
Yeah, almost 3 hours. Yeah,
it's 3 hours.
Great
It's
cast,
a
though.
long
Another
movie.
good
I was
cast.
like, I wish they could have shortened it, but they had a lot of things they were trying to put in the movie. It was a good movie. It's just long.
Well, 167 million so far worldwide, so that's
long.
pretty good. Number 4, Bonnie and Clyde. Queen and Slim.
I want to see this film. I just have not got a chance to see this one, so hopefully I'll try to do it this weekend or whenever this video comes out. Hopefully I've seen it by then.
I've gotten so many requests for that movie.
For y'all to carry it?
For us to carry it.
Oh yeah, why don't you carry it?
Nothing. It's a studio thing, but unfortunately we are not gonna get it. It's unfortunate because it actually does look really good. Rounding out the top 5 is A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks.
I don't want my childhood ruined, so I haven't watched this movie. Maybe I'll wait till it comes out on Netflix.
I have heard that it is very good. That it is a really good movie. It actually kind of makes you feel like you're in the show.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
You get a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
So Loser of the Week.
Loser of the Week.
Playmobil.
What?
It's like freaking like the Hill Country Fair Lego movie. It was budgeted at $76 million. It has made $800,000.
I've never even heard of this.
It's awful, dude. It's like Lego movie, but it's really bad. Like,
so Duplo movie?
In
Mega Bloks movie?
Overseas, it did $12 million because it's actually a European type of movie. I think it's a UK movie, whatever. And yeah, man, it's 800 grand.
Yeah, that's not one. It wasn't marketed well over here because I hadn't even heard of this movie coming out. But I'm just like, if it's the Lego movie, then you should release it maybe around when the Lego movie comes out and try to steal that audience too. Back in the day, like they used to do on video, when the big movie was getting ready to come out in the theaters and they released all the bootleg ones that were coming out, like
Avengers!
all the knockouts.
The Revengers.
The Revengers. The Revengers. You're getting revenge. I'm getting revenge.
Yes, we're all getting revenge. Everybody's getting revenge. Art over here is getting revenge because he's the Revenger, like us.
Favorite line of Thor. That's the best line ever.
All right, let's talk some trailers.
All right, a lot of good trailers came out this week.
We've had some pretty damn good trailers, but 3 stick out the most for me.
All right.
All right, and let's start with Wonder Woman trailer. Art, if you want to come in, you're more than welcome to. All right, Wonder Woman trailer. What do you think?
I'm pretty on board with it, but I already started like to see some things that I felt like they did some Marvel stuff where they CGI'd some stuff out. They erased some things in the trailer. But the trailer itself was good. They didn't explain the Steve Trevor thing.
I don't think they're going to.
I'm hoping, because I looked up the villain that's in this movie. His powers are like manipulation and mind control and stuff like that. I hope they don't go the whole route where he's making her see Steve Trevor and he's not really there. He's just kind of like
Lord, I think his name is, right?
He's just kind of like a manifestation in her mind that she's seeing him, but he's not truly there. Though in the trailer he does punch somebody, so I'm assuming that he is there, or maybe somebody's just pretending to be him. So who knows? But outside of that, I mean, the action looks good. They showed us another little small fight scene that she had. They showed Wonder Woman like swinging from lightning, which I never knew was a thing.
But it was an amazing scene.
They showed her eagle armor, which is awesome, which is really cool. It came off a little gods and it was.
Well, our good buddy Robert Palacios out there, Palace Off the Top Rope, actually made a comment about. No, you know what? It was not Robert.
What?
It was not Robert.
Oh.
Robert, you're the one that said don't talk about comics. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
That's right. No, Robert.
That's what we do.
He doesn't want to talk about comics. Our good buddy Jeff, actually, Jeff Spurzone, at Spurzone, he's the one that he talked about Hawk Girl.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't
look like Hawk Girl.
She doesn't look like Hawk Girl.
But you know,
when I first saw it, I was like, Hawk. And it was like, oh wait, no, that's that armor. That one time in the Kingdom Come,
it was like
she wore
that's what it was. I was about to say that.
Come, that
in
she wore that armor.
She wears that armor. She wears that armor. When shit hits the fan, she puts it on. Let's go. Let's get busy. She puts that on. I thought the music was fantastic. Obviously.
Oh, yeah. No, they really played on that 80s vibe, and showing you in the mall. And
all right, I'll give you this one. Do you think that that playing off the 80s was a cheap way to get the?
They're trying to get that Stranger Things audience.
Exactly.
We'll get back to that in a minute. I'm gonna make that comment again.
What do you think?
No, I think actually it plays the way, at least the first trailer looks like. They played it well. I mean, it really does has that 80s feel. The clothing was on point.
Yeah.
So I had the music, great visuals.
If somebody drinks a tab, it's like, it's over.
The writing, the
they gave him the fanny pack. They gave him the members only jacket. It was like
Bugle Boy jeans.
Yeah, it was like. My favorite part of the movie of the trailer was when she was like, "It's all art," and he goes and he stands in front of the trash can. She was like, "That's not art." He's, "Oh."
Excuse me, Steve. Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? All right. Okay, so Trevor was kind of like a question mark, like why?
Yeah, so
is he there?
They did a flip thing between, like, in the original film, it's like she was the fish out of water. It was like, oh, this is all new to me, and now it's the other way around, where it's like, oh,
he's the fish out of water.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you said, Art, about as far as the 80s vibe, they pretty much captured the 80s and everything, so I thought that was good. There were some scenes on there that was kind of reminiscent to her introduction scene in Justice League.
Yeah.
There was
the fight scene.
The fight scene was very reminiscent. I don't even know. Is that the same shot?
It seemed that way.
It felt like it was the same
throw
shot.
A shadow. I know that it seemed like she was in the White House when this was happening, or at least some type of government office. All they had to do was put some statues in there. It would have been Justice League.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, they took lost footages, and now more people. The Snyder Cut.
Yeah, the Snyder Cut
of Wonder Woman. All right.
He didn't even direct this film. I want the Snyder Cut of Wonder Woman. One thing I did notice from the trailer, this is where I said that maybe they were doing some Marvel CGI erasure type stuff. Okay, so she was swinging from the lightning, right?
Right.
But at one point, it looks like she got pulled up into the air without the lightning, or she was riding the air before she even lassoed the lightning, not swinging, but just riding the air. Dude, and then they show later in the trailer where they show her and Steve Trevor inside of a cockpit of a jet.
Ah, so you think that
they're doing
the
invisible jet. They're doing invisible jet.
I can see that. I can see that.
Now, what I didn't like about the trailer.
What I did
still not on board about Kristen Wiig. I'm not on board yet.
Thank you. And I was about to say that. Okay. Go ahead.
No, they did that one scene. She looked super hot in that damn tight-fitting dress when she walked in with the heels.
We can't jump on the bandwagon.
I mean, I'm not.
Is she ready to party?
I'm not gonna say when you clean her up, she don't look good. She look good when you clean her up.
It's the same outlook when you thought about, like, when people talk about Ben Affleck shouldn't be on it.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna give it to both of y'all. What do y'all think? The way she comes across and the way Patty Jenkins directed her. Really, it kind of reminds you of Michelle Pfeiffer, Selena Kyle, and Batman Returns.
It absolutely does. And what I read about this is that the reason why they cast Kristen Wiig because they wanted to show that kind of like evolution of her becoming that character. They wanted somebody who could play that kind of best friend comedic role and then change over into, basically Kristen Wiig is the female Michael Keaton at this point. It was like they want somebody who can play the comedic role and then play that psychotic person later on when he became Batman, when she becomes Cheetah. So I'm still worried that we didn't even get a glimpse of Cheetah. It was
no, you did not.
And I'm like, what is this going to look like?
Very similar to Michelle Pfeiffer, absolutely,
I'm really wondering what they're gonna do with this, and it's like I don't know if they're hiding it or they're just waiting for the second trailer to just give us something to talk about in the second trailer, the way she looks.
You know, if you really want to look at it, it's like Anakin Skywalker. You know, he's this little kid, he's innocent.
Okay.
He's still good in episode 2, and then he becomes Darth frickin' Vader.
Okay.
So you see that evolution.
Cheetah is Darth Vader.
So there's that evolution that you're talking about, though, where you actually see it. But with this one, I don't think it's going to take 3 movies. It's going to take the end of this movie for her to become,
as
Cheetah. DC also has the problem of not giving their build up to their villains. They just like skip over them.
So that's the whole thing, and it's like
she's not the villain in this.
I want her to be the focal point of this movie, and she's not going to be.
She's not going to be.
I almost feel it's gonna be Spider-Man 3, where she's gonna be the villain for a little while, and at the end she's gonna jump on the same side of Wonder Woman.
No,
that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna see.
She might be the main villain.
The new Goblin's gonna be on the same spot as Spider-Man. This is gonna happen.
She might be the next villain in Wonder Woman 3.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the route it goes, where she's full on the full villain, kind of like at the end.
But then I feel like what they'll do is they'll keep her as comedic Kristen Wiig for like 90% of the movie. They'll make her Cheetah at the end. She'll get beat real quick, and then in the post credits you'll see that she survived, and then they're like Wonder Woman 3 will be against her. I don't want to see that. Do it now.
Like Batman Begins, he flips the card. It's the Joker card.
Yeah, I want.
And it goes into the Dark Knight. I get it, but it could work. You've seen it work before.
I want to see it now.
Okay, fine. All right, next trailer: Ghostbusters Afterlife premieres in 2020.
Ghostbusters Stranger Things. That's what this is, man. That's what this is. And if you don't think that's what it is, because you ain't seen Stranger Things.
Ghostbusters Upside Down.
Ghostbusters in the Upside Down.
In the Upside Down. Okay, so you have these kids that are pretty much they're Egon's grandkids.
Yeah.
And
I thought was a cool take.
That's either Egon's daughter or that's Egon's. I think that's Egon's daughter.
Okay. I thought this was the grand. Yeah, and then the grandkids.
That's his grandkids.
So I thought Chris Pratt was supposed to be in this movie.
I didn't see that.
I swear to God, I thought Chris Pratt was supposed to be in this movie.
This is just a teaser, and that's what I loved about it, because everybody knows this is a continuity as far as the real Ghostbusters 3. This is really the Ghostbusters 3.
Right.
Which they can still play as far as dimensions and bring in freaking the females. They could.
Oh, I don't
Technically,
see that.
they could. Technically, they could.
That's the Bizarro universe.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
No, because remember the whole thing with the in the land of Gozer and all that stuff. You know, they have all of these different dimensions, so that it's a possibility. But anyway, going back to the trailer, it starts out really freaking dark, with a dark tone and a dark setup. Kind of like a freaking Conjuring type movie, in a way, if you really think about it. And then Paul Rudd, for the love of Rudd, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Video never came out.
He gives that
hours worth of Paul Rudd.
He almost, he does give some subtle levity there, so you can tell that he is going to be that character, right? Which you can't expect anything.
I'm waiting for him to see. I want to see him suit up. I want him to catch some ghosts. So do you think? In the grand scheme of things, we're gonna get everybody back. We're gonna get Ernie Hudson back. We're gonna get Dan Aykroyd back.
Yes.
Everybody's gonna come. Bill Murray's obviously gonna come back, even though he hates talking about this movie, or at least his franchise. We're gonna get them back, and obviously Paul Rudd's gonna fill in as the fourth to take.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be the kids.
Okay.
Flat out the kids. You see the Spengler, when he asked, "Who are you?"
So do you think the kids are gonna hunt ghosts or gonna bust ghosts?
Yes.
No.
It's gonna be a family business.
Dude, it's gonna be Stranger Things. I don't want Stranger Things.
I honestly believe that it's going to be like
I'm fine with it in a teaser, and you want to talk about like.
I mean, it's got a kid from Stranger Things.
That's what I'm saying.
He's from It too.
Yeah,
He's from It. Both of them.
When I saw him, I was like, oh, is he just gonna be the kid in everything? But just if they do the kids, I'm like, I saw this in 3 seasons of Stranger Things already. I was like, come on, can we do something a little different?
So
they gotta bring everybody back, but I don't want to see 12-year-olds, catching ghosts.
Well, I mean, it all depends on who they're catching ghosts with. if they're catching ghosts with the OGs, you never know. They
get training wheels. They get training wheels on their proton packs.
They've grown up in it. It's like any family business.
Yo, they didn't. It was hidden.
No, yeah, it was hidden.
It was hidden. They didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
They just stumbled upon it.
Yeah. But they do show the archive.
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Oh, you got to check it out.
It's Stranger Things. Ghostbusters in the Upside Down. Hashtag Ghostbusters in the Upside
Down. But you really do get that vibe that it is a straight continuation of it, as far as, in the same timeline and all that. And then you see the archive footage, and I love how Paul Rudd actually says that it was The Walking Dead back in the 80s, and they had the archive footage of the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I love that part. I thought that was a great freaking but a great continuation. I thought it was great.
I mean, there's things I liked about it. I'm making all the Stranger Things jokes. I mean, there's things about it. I like the tone of it. I think it's better. I was like, with the little bit of a ghost that we got to see, I was like,
campy.
It wasn't Haunted Mansion anymore.
No.
Even though when I looked at when they did the little whale thing, and I was like, oh, that's too much green. It's gonna be Haunted Mansion all over again. And then you're kind of like, oh, okay, they went a little bit more spookier than what they did before. So I'm good with that. I need to see another trailer. I need to see a full trailer. I need to see more of what they're actually going to be doing in this film, because right now I really feel it's just Stranger Things.
Good to see the original Ecto 1.
Yeah, that's cool. Basically, they're like, hey, remember this? We got that. And it's like we got Ecto 1.
Okay,
we got the proton pack. We got the ghost trap. We got all that stuff.
But let's not talk about the other Ecto 1 that you saw a couple years ago. Don't look at that one. Let's talk about the real one.
Yeah, let's talk about this one. And it's like, and all they need to do is say like, hey, remember the firehouse? We're going back there too.
So but either way, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be freaking amazing. I'm with you on the fact that that you're probably going to want to see a little bit more footage, at least to maybe show one of the original actors outside.
I need to know what is the extent of these kids. If these kids are a small part of this film, then I'm okay with it. New generation of the kids can be grown in Ghostbusters 5 or Ghostbusters 4.
Unfortunately, I'm with you on the Stranger Things and it vibe that it's giving off.
Ghostbusters 4, let them take that one over. But I need you to Force Awakens this. I need you. I need you to just give me my nostalgia and then give me my old people back. Put them back in their jumpsuits and then let them do their thing. And then in the next movie, then you can let the kids play.
And then get pissed off because they didn't.
Yeah,
it didn't.
There you go. It didn't feel like a Star Wars. I'm sorry, it didn't feel like a Ghostbusters movie.
Exactly. All right, so the next trailer. Next trailer is Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Now this one's anticipated in a sense where you already know the fate of Black Widow, so you're curious to see where this movie takes place. Or, is it a prequel? Is it within a timeline that Steve Rogers went back and did this and that and messed with a timeline there?
Don't do timelines.
What is it? What's going on with it?
Well, they did show
many questions.
They did show Thunderbolt Ross de-aged.
Yes,
so I assume that this is going to be previous before that happened. And if they do anything like they did in Endgame, they showed 2 different time periods where they were like, hey, this is post-snap, and then this is 5 years later what happened. It was like, I can see them maybe jumping around within time frames. Hey, this is what happened to me when I first left the school, the Red Room.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's like when I first left the Red Room, and then this is who I am now type deal, where they kind of jump back and they're gonna flashback it like Walking Dead. I can feel it, but
no, it's supposed to be the majority of it's supposed to be
in the past. Yeah.
Okay.
So it is obviously a prequel. It does give you a Bourne Identity, Red Sparrow.
They already did this movie.
Bourne Identity, Red Sparrow, Winter Soldier type of spy movie.
There's a lot of Russian characters in here.
Yes,
you figure, and she already talked about how she got the scar. So will we see Sebastian Stan in this film?
That is a possibility, or you might. Don't be surprised if you see Jeremy Renner. Now the thing opens up in Budapest. It does open there.
All right. So where's the fanboys now who are like, I don't want to see the Millennium Falcon make the Kessel Run? Are you guys complaining about the Budapest thing? Are you guys doing that? No, you're not. You're not complaining about Solo.
So it does look like a straight up spy movie, that's pretty exciting and all that good stuff. And then you have a little bit of a taste of her family. Now she's always said that she's had nothing in her life, so who knows how she feels about her family. From the looks of it, Florence Pugh is, I hope that I pronounced her last name, but she's freaking flat out awesome. I love that girl. And ever since she was on Fighting With My Family, this year's Midsummer, she's just on a roll. And how she kept the Russian accent, but Scarlett Johansson did not, who knows?
I mean, because Scarlett Johansson was in the United States for a long time.
I guess so. But
she was also worked as a spy.
Yeah, that's true.
focused on losing.
You know, I kind of like that.
And she worked as a spy only in Russia. It was like, I'm only a Russian spy. I don't need to learn American accents.
Okay, so great action.
Yeah, Black Widow, Stranger Things because of.
Oh my God. Every movie you've tied to Stranger Things.
No, because he's in it.
The sheriff is in it.
I know, but every movie you're like.
David Harbour is in this one, so Black Widow in the Upside Down. All right.
Black Widow in the Upside
Black
Down.
Widow right side up. That's the. So you got a pretty solid cast too. Like I said, you got Florence Pugh there. You got Rachel Weisz, David Harbour. You know, it's got a pretty decent cast. Whether or not they're gonna turn on her or what, who knows? But I got a Big Daddy kick-ass vibe from David Harbour in that Red Guardian outfit. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's cool because I looked more into Red Guardian. He was basically Russia's version of trying to do Captain America. So I was like, that's cool, that's fine. It was like he didn't stay in the ice, and obviously he didn't have the life longevity that Captain America has. So you know he would be older. Mm-hmm. I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun, and he seemed like he was really like enjoying the role.
Yeah, it really does.
So I was like, I'm okay with seeing that. My whole question with the trailer is that have we even got an announcement who's Taskmaster?
There is. I IMDb'd it. There is somebody there. I think it's Ray Stevenson. That's just me. He played the Punisher in Warzone.
I was assuming that it was gonna be somebody from the Red Room, one of the people that she trained with, and it was gonna be a girl.
You think so?
I mean, because that's a lot of the internet saying that, but they keep not saying that. Like, who's Taskmaster? And I'm like,
Let's go with that real quick as far as Taskmaster, because to me, as of right now, that's the weakest part of this whole freaking thing.
Because they haven't given it. So Taskmaster's a really interesting character. I mean, here's when I go.
So for those, including me,
all right,
that know nothing about this character.
All right, so I mean, basically, he's a soldier, and it was like he found out like that he has what is it? Photogenic reflexes. That is such a comic term. So basically, if he sees you in your skills, he can copy it exactly.
Oh wow!
Instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
So that's his whole thing. That he does have memory problems and stuff like that.
Not partner up with Thanos. That's what.
You know, but so he has some memory issues. But so he will be a mercenary, and he will go train your soldiers and stuff for you. So like, hey, I got a group of people that need to be trained. He trains people, but he also takes jobs and does stuff. So for me, Taskmaster, because he's been a Captain America villain for the longest time. I mean, he's taken on Spider-Man. It was a funny thing with Deadpool because you can't copy Deadpool because he's so all over the place. But it's like I like Taskmaster. Even when they were doing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. With the Ward character, it was hinted that he might be Taskmaster, and I was like so on board. I was like, I would love to see that, and they were like, nah.
Okay, so with that being said,
I kind of like I don't want them to change my Taskmaster.
If it's that,
not my Taskmaster.
If it's that, don't give it to Ryan Johnson.
Hashtag not my Taskmaster.
If it's that, you know, the character, they write him that way and he's all of those things, then I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. The flaw right now with me and everybody else is the character design.
Yeah, I don't like his outfit at all.
The character design is like too Shredder. It's like,
by the way, it's
I'm
like,
ready for Krang to come out.
Okay, so here's the deal with his outfit. It was like they could do this little G.I. Joe version, what they did from the original G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra thing, because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like that outfit. Or they could do his comic book outfit, which looks like Skeletor.
I'm going Skeletor.
You're gonna go Skeletor. His comic book outfit looks like Skeletor.
Because the majority of the character designs that I've seen in freaking comics, hell, I even have the figure, is that way.
Yeah.
So I'm going that route. I'm gonna go that route. I don't honestly think. I mean, well, first of all, why is his face like that? Because like I said, you know more about this than I do. Why is his face like that?
It just wears a mask. It's nothing really. It's just a mask.
It's a mask.
It's just a mask.
It's just a mask.
It's just a mask.
He needs to get a better mask.
It's just a mask. It's no like. I was with the Civil War.
Crossbones.
No.
See, that's a good one too.
I mean, Crossbones was just wearing a mask too.
But that was still good.
But what I was gonna say, God, don't make that.
Come on.
Internet, please don't do that. The one who was manipulating everything. I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, Zemo?
Yeah, Baron Zemo. So his is actually stuck to his face in the comics. So he can't take that off. Crossbones and Taskmaster, mask. It's just a mask.
Okay, we have not talked about Scarlett Johansson.
Okay,
so as far as where obviously it's prequel. What about her and knowing her fate? Does that affect?
I don't think
how
it
you're
affects me in the
gonna
movie. It's fine. I'm good with that. It was like, okay, yeah, we know she's gonna die, but I mean, they've done stuff that have preempted, you know.
Is there a shot in hell that she does make it? That she actually either...
Yeah, because I heard too that they may be thinking about turning this into a franchise if it does well.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as far as if Steve Rogers does manipulate it and bring her back.
He'll manipulate himself back to young?
To save her, he saves her from the Soul Stone when he takes the Soul Stone back.
There's so many damn, like...
Okay, can you imagine him going back to Red Skull like, hey, I got this Soul Stone. I know we don't like each other. You put me here, you bastard.
I mean, but there's so many things that would like, they would be breaking their own rules at the same time. What's the word where like you can't do it because it's Art, come on, help me out with this.
I don't know.
God bless.
I don't even know what you're trying to
say. What are you trying to say?
Where like it's a paradox. There you go. Paradox. I knew it started with
Cloverfield?
I mean, just no, God, please don't ever reference that movie. But no, it's like, even in Back to the Future, they reference it and stuff like that. You can't change, like, if you change something, then it affects that. And I know they did the branching things.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
Their whole timeline is so convoluted right now. You can't, don't do this anymore.
In this particular timeline, you cannot do what you just said.
So
you're saying Back to the Future is full of shit?
No, I'm saying they did it right. I'm saying the
Back to the
Endgame did it
Future
right.
Okay, I got you.
Endgame did it wrong.
I got you.
Back to the Future did it right.
Oh, man.
But like, there's so many paradoxes. I don't want to see anybody be brought back. But you can keep saying it was like, hey, or they can do Jeepers Creepers. They can do Jeepers Creepers 2. You know,
where it's part of
like,
the
it was like,
days?
Yeah, exactly. It was like, hey, this happened, and they were like, it didn't do the next movie. Well, this happened the next day.
Yeah.
This happened next week, before we even got to Endgame.
Well, this is pretty much the launch of the new phase. So I'm curious to see what that post-credit scene is going to be like. If it's going to go into another Black Widow that still takes place in the 90s, when she meets Nick Fury, maybe, you never know. Or is it a post-credit scene where she's brought back to the freaking...
Yeah, bring her back when she meets Nick Fury. I want to see the long curly red hair.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Iron Man. Mm-hmm. Iron Man. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. Let's stay with the MCU. Let's stay with the MCU. So, Deadpool has been, since Disney bought Fox, everybody's been talking about Deadpool and all that. Mm-hmm. We've talked about it in other shows as far as the X-Men and all that good stuff. So there is a rumor that's a possibility of the introduction of Deadpool a little sooner than we thought.
I hope so.
So they're talking about him him actually being introduced in a post-credit scene
to Black Widow.
In Phase 4.
Black Widow upside down.
To be honest with you, when you're talking about spies and you're talking about all this, he's a merc. Mm-hmm. It would make sense, and we'll get back to that in a minute. Okay, so there are several movies that are coming out next year, or you're gonna start filming and all that to the following year. But Doctor Strange 2 is one of them. Mm-hmm. Thor: Love and Thunder is another. I mean,
anything can be done with Doctor Strange because you can.
I'm getting there. So that is the strongest of possibilities. Mm-hmm. Because of the multiverse, which is pretty much right now it's considered MCU.
I mean, they're basically doing a movie called Doctor Strange into the multiverse.
Yeah, I know. So now the MCU has big plans for Deadpool. It would make the most sense for him to come out of there. So between Black Widow, Doctor Strange, Thor, the Shang or whatever it is.
Yeah. I don't see that one.
Because he's a martial artist.
I mean, the tie to Taskmaster, you could say in Black Widow, but I think it's going to be Doctor Strange.
I think that it would make the most sense for him to post.
It's going to be there because that way they can just say like, oh, okay, we don't have to break our own cinematic universe. We could just say that's just another universe. We're just going to borrow you. Basically, what the CW did with Supergirl. Basically, it's like, oh, we already had our Arrow universe and Supergirl wasn't a part of it, but they were like, it got cut from NBC, and they were like, well, we kind of wanted to be a part of it. So then they were like, different universe. We're just gonna bring her over.
Bring it in. Hell, they got two Supermen.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh God, have you watched the? We'll talk about that later. The crossover. Yeah.
No.
Oh God, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm like so excited. Good? I'm so excited to see it.
I want to see it too.
Brandon Routh and Superman again. Jeez.
That's right. That's right. Kingdom Come. And that's
Dean Cain's in here too.
No, he's not.
Yes.
Dean Cain is in that?
They announced it. He's going to be in it too. I don't know if they're going to play him as Superman, but he's going to be in it.
That would be awesome. Okay, so right now Spider-Man, Tom Holland will be the new Iron Man. He'll be the one making the cameos, doing this. He's already slated to be in Venom, one of the Venom movies, so crossing over to the Sony universe. So it would make sense for Doctor Strange to be where it's Deadpool.
Right.
So how do you think that's going to go?
Wait,
with
Tom Holland's going to be Iron Man?
he's going to take over the Iron Man role as far as he's going to be the one to make the cameo.
Yeah, Happy gave him all the stuff, and he got the glasses that give him access to unspeakable power.
Exactly.
And
Edith, right?
Yeah.
Eat it. Even in death, I'm the hero. I freaking love it. That's awesome. Okay, so how do you feel about? Do you see Deadpool being the cat to Spider-Man's Iron Man?
No, that's not. So
because you know how much they spend a lot. They're like always in comics together.
But
so that's what I'm saying.
So once again, just like I talked about with Cable, Deadpool with Spider-Man is an annoyance to Spider-Man. Deadpool with Cable is an annoyance to Cable. Deadpool is just the sidekick of all these crossovers it is.
Tony Stark is an annoyance to Captain America.
Basically.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He is the wisecracking cop in the buddy cop film. That's like he's not trying to get things done. He's just making jokes.
So if we were a buddy movie, that would be me, unfortunately.
That's probably
you'd be the serious. Let's get shit done.
I'm the Sylvester Stallone of Tango and Cash.
I'm Kurt Russell. I'll take that. That's all right. I'll take that. All right. Speaking of action heroes.
All right.
Now we're in holiday time. All right. I got my holiday sweater here.
All right.
We're in holiday time, Christmas time, right? Mm-hmm. Having a wonderful. Forget it.
All right.
All right. So we've done best holiday movies.
Okay.
We've done worst holiday movies.
Yes, we have.
And we've done numerous of other holiday movies as far as characters and all sorts of stuff that we've done in the last few years. Mm-hmm. But we have never flat out really talked about this particular topic. I mean, we have, but not in detail.
Okay.
So it's that time again. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
All right, so here we go.
Why is Art not here for this? Because he's the one that would argue.
Art is right here.
Art is the one that would argue that it's not.
We're going to master debate with Art. That didn't sound right. All right, so here we go. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Here are the things that have to pretty much constitute a Christmas movie.
Yes, let's get this round. We're going to check off how Die Hard hits these things.
Takes place on Christmas.
Ding.
Christmas songs.
Ding.
Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
Ding. That has nothing.
I'm not done.
Is there somebody dressed as Santa?
Dysfunctional families.
Oh yeah, that's a Christmas movie right there. Ding.
Presents.
There was presents under the tree.
But here's another one. The vault is the present.
Ah, that's a good way of looking at it, right?
Talk about miracles.
Yes.
Bing. Well, Theo, it's Christmas. It's a time for miracles.
Right. It was a Christmas party.
It was a Christmas party.
I mean, I'm on board. Look, I'm on board here. I'm on board. It's a Christmas movie. It took place on Christmas. There was a Christmas tree. There was a Christmas music. It was a Christmas party. He went to go visit his family for Christmas.
This movie could have taken. First, it was released in July.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Jingle All the Way was.
Name me any other Christmas movie that was released.
Miracle on 34th Street was released in July, in the summer.
And how is that?
Miracle on 34th Street.
Hear me out.
I mean, it's the Christmas movie of all Christmas movies.
What makes it the Christmas movie of all Christmas movies?
Because it has a Christmas tree. It takes place on Christmas. They played Christmas music. There was a Christmas party. I basically it was Die Hard before Die Hard. It was pre-Die Hard. That's the prequel to Die Hard.
It's Die Hard of them all.
Miracle on 34th Street is the prequel to Die Hard.
If you answer that question, you're gonna be like, yeah, you're right. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
We have dinged on all those things, okay? Now let's talk about the dark tones and all of the, whatever, the little horror elements of Die Hard. There are some, obviously, there's killings and all that good stuff. But so is A Christmas Carol. When Ebenezer Scrooge meets the ghost of Christmas future, it is more or less a horror movie as far as the dark tone of an eeriness of seeing his own grave. So Christmas Carol is one of the most, famous and, of Charles Dickens as far as Christmas and literature and all that good stuff of all time stories, right? Well, it had all of those tones.
Hey, I'm going Scrooge. He basically killed a businessman in an office.
He did?
And he got thrown out a window.
That's right.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It was Die Hard.
Hans Gruber. Hans Gruber got thrown out.
It was Die Hard. Scrooge is the prequel to Die Hard. Die Hard's a Christmas film.
So, because of that, the debate and the master debate is over. Die Hard
is a
Christmas film.
Would you consider Rocky IV a Christmas film?
So here we go. Hold on. So let's go this one. Rocky IV, Lethal Weapon, and Gremlins.
Gremlins, yes. Rocky IV is flirting the line there.
No, it contains everything that
Rocky IV is a Christmas film.
Rocky IV is not a Christmas film.
What?
Okay, so
now the fight takes place on Christmas.
Yeah, so here's a big defining point. The whole movie of Die Hard took place on Christmas. Rocky IV didn't all take place on Christmas.
Just the fight.
Just the fight.
That's it.
All right.
So I would say no.
Miracle on 34th Street didn't all take place on Christmas.
Or on
I say Die Hard's more of a Christmas film than that one.
Or on 34th Street. They were in the courtroom.
I'm just saying there. Didn't all take place on Christmas.
So leave your comment below and let us know what you think as far as Die Hard being a Christmas movie, or Lethal Weapon, or Gremlins. Which ones?
No one ever talks about Gremlins.
Gremlins is definitely a Christmas film. I mean, it was a Christmas gift. He got him.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
Terrence, take us home.
All right. So it's been 3 weeks, and if you're still checking for this video, thank you. We appreciate that. You know, somebody's still watching this set of videos that we put out. But also, too, some of the new stuff that we brought to the channel is now we got like t-shirts for sale. We've been telling you guys to go ahead and donate to our Patreon and get yourself a free t-shirt, but obviously you guys want to pay. So now we have them for sale. So you can go to teespring.com. I'm gonna put up the link here because the link is actually kind of like long and I can't say it verbatim. But you go to that link. We have a bunch of shirts that we do wear on the shirt. None on the show. None of these shirts, but all the other ones we do.
Because they haven't come in yet.
Like the Goods podcast, like a Rule of Two shirts, the You Don't Hate shirts, the WTF shirts, which I had a problem trying to get up there because every time I put WTF in the title to it, then it would just like kick it out and say I was against the violations or guidelines.
Much like our shows.
Yeah. So if you're a big fan of WTF, definitely do it. If you're a fan of the podcast that we do once a blue moon, definitely get a shirt to show your support, and we'd make a profit, and we appreciate that.
For Aspen, where the hell she's at, and Art sitting on the couch. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Trying to figure out if Die Hard is.
Yeah, he's finally accepted it.
I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And that was the goods. 2, 1. Hi guys, welcome to the show. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And here is the goods. Here's the goods.
Here's the goods. Here's the goods. Goods.
Do it again. All right.
I'm glad you messed it up because I wasn't sure if my mic was on. My mic is on. It is on. But he messed up.
Here is the goods.
Here is the goods.
It is the goods. All right. 3, 2, 1.